Hey, welcome to this Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts gameplay video. If you love the history of naval warfare when castles of steel ruled the waves, then don't miss a minute of what's coming up. Hey, welcome. It's time to play some Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. I think we're going to do one more video on the pursuit of the Goeben. And this time, let's make an assumption that the British chose to intercept her with the Indefatigable and the Indomitable before the outbreak of the war. So despite the fact that Britain and Germany are not at war, the British decide, we're going to see what we can do about this big old girl before she can get away. So for those who haven't been following along, we'll do a quick review of the situation, and I'm going to read pretty much directly from the Wikipedia article on this. It says, Kaiser Wilhelm II had ordered that, in the event of war, Goeben and Breslau should either conduct raids in the Western Mediterranean to prevent the return of the French troops from North Africa to Europe, or to break out to the Atlantic and attempt to return to German waters on the squadron commander's discretion. On 3 August 1914, the two ships were en route to Algeria when Souchon received word of the declaration of war against France. Goeben bombarded Philippeville for about 10 minutes early on 3 August, while Breslau shelled Bonn, and in accordance with the Kaiser's orders, I'm skipping some things here. Tirpitz and Admiral Hugo von Paul then transmitted secret orders to Souchon, instructing him to sail to Constantinople in direct contravention of the Kaiser's instructions and without his knowledge. Since Goeben could not reach Constantinople without coaling, Souchon headed for Messina. The Germans encountered the British battlecruisers HMS Indefatigable and Indomitable. But Germany was not yet at war with Britain, and neither side opened fire. The British turned to follow Goeben and Breslau, but the German ships were able to outrun the British and arrived at Messina by 5 August. So let's go ahead and say, yeah, the British chose to engage the Goeben, and despite the fact that Germany and Britain were not at war. So we got to get in there and build this big old girl. And I think 1909 is the right date for the Goeben. And I think, or is it 1911? I think it's 1911. Oh, let's see if I can wake up here. And oh, yes. We're just going to call her launch date 19. Let's do her launch date at 1911. And the Indomitable and Indefatigable are like 1908, 1909. So let's set them as 1909 and minus, plus, plus, minus, 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 minus. And we got to get this right, though, because unless this is right, it doesn't matter. All right, 1 battlecruiser, 1 light cruiser, 2 battlecruisers, and we just make it 1908. And we're going to go ahead and get in there and design this big old girl. And since we've done this before, we're not going to spend any time in a video doing it. I'm just going to jump in there. We'll put a cut in the video. I'll jump in there and knock her out as best I can. I'm sure there'll be a small variation every time I do this since, well, that's just the nature of how I think. So, let's step this up to 20,000 meters. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, well, I'm going to put a cut in her and we'll get going. But before I do, you know the drill. If you've been listening to me babble on about this for the last almost 4 minutes, and you have yet to subscribe, please consider doing so. And when you choose to, go ahead and ring that bell so you know when I post another video. Like the video helps the channel a bunch, and all it takes is one little click. Share with your friends. That helps a bunch too. Most especially, leave me a comment. I've learned more in the last couple of weeks messing with this from all the very smart, knowledgeable people who are curious about this sort of thing than I have from just doing my own reading. I really appreciate that. Okay, back in just a moment. Okay, here we go. Let's take a quick look at her. she comes in around 25,000 tons, which is close to her full load weight. Speed 5.5 knots. That's the design speed. It was pointed out to me in one of the really great comments I've had recently that, yeah, you know what, she couldn't make that. She was having engine problems. She was only good for 24 knots. So as not to mess up her design, I'm going to leave it at 25.5 knots and try to remember not to go faster than 24 knots in the game. Range long bulkhead standards, turbines, coal, 4 spoilers, cemented armor. All this stuff is pretty much the best you can get. Well, that's not true. Oh, it is there. Yeah, I thought she could get anti-torque 3. She can, but she can't afford it. And I suspect anti-torque 1 or 2 is probably more appropriate. Another very good comment, and I do appreciate those. I really do appreciate the information that people are handing. There's some really knowledgeable people out there. The Germans use light shells, and I threw increased shells, which is dangerous, but at least she has enough to keep playing. I don't know. We could go standard and increase her survivability. What the hell? White powder, why? I don't know. Cordite may be the right thing. I don't know what the Germans used. Advanced hydraulic turrets, enhanced reloading. Again, kind of reaching for this number here, trying to get it up where it belongs. I don't know if that's accurate. 19-inch torpedoes. She's supposed to have 20s, but they're just not available on the game. We really need an unlock. Give me anything I want so I can design these ships the way I prefer. It does have an unlock, but it doesn't seem to change that. The best coincident rangefinder, advanced radio, 11-inch belt, 3-inch belt extended, 3-inch deck, 1-inch deck extended, 14-inch conning tower, 9.1-inch turret, 3.5-inch turret tops, 5-inch secondaries. I don't know what the secondaries are supposed to be. I actually added something to the default, mostly to just add some weight to get her closer to her full load weight. I'll find it here. Go 4 times 2 11-inch guns, 12 times 1 6-inch guns, 12 times 1 4-inch guns, and 4 underwater torpedo tubes. She's got 100% engine efficiency with 2 standard funnels, and there she is. Probably small differences between the way she's designed now and maybe the last time I did it, because you can't save them and you're always messing with where things are. It's close enough for the video. So what do you say we get out there and get after it? Now, I have played this before. Did it once this morning early. She ran into 2 British cruisers who were, I want to say 7-inch belt armor. And I think they had 12-inch guns, so that's pretty good. That gets us in the neighborhood of what we should expect from the Indefatigable and Indomitable. And Goeben actually blew one of them all to shreds. She took a nasty hit, ammo detonation, and up she went, and the other cruiser ran off. Now, it wasn't free. The sweet thing took a couple of hits that rocked her world, but she was still in the fight when the British had one down and one running. So we'll play it. Yeah, it may take just a few minutes. If it does, we'll play it a couple of times and just see how it breaks. And again, let's also remember that the fact is she's running, but we're going to have to probably turn back into these guys just to have the fight. I mean, I could have started the fight at 12,000 yards, which might not have been a bad idea, given the scenario, which is, oh, look, they're deciding to fight us when we weren't expecting it. I didn't think about that. Who cares? Let's go. All right, looks good. And they're spotted to the north. Now, we're kind of heading south. The truth is, that's what she ought to be doing, is running away. But we're going to turn around and engage the bad guys. Yeah, I should have thought this through. I should have started this engagement rather close. And I can't decide which way I want to go. All right, and we've got the Bremen. She's got 7-inch guns and torpedoes. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, she's so slow. Oh, she's so slow. All right, then we need to slow this big girl down to let the light cruiser come about and maybe do a little scouting for us. It's going to take forever too, since she's offset badly to the rear and she's making all of 13 knots. I don't think she's going to be very useful for scouting unless we really step her down. It won't matter. We're already engaged. Well, what are we looking at here? Boy, that's ugly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 guns and a broadside. And all right, we're gonna turn to expose our battery and hope that we can avoid running into her with the Bremen. And go. Well, I don't see any. Oh, we're getting the first shots. Wow. Yeah, here they come. Here they come. And let's go look at them again. Right. Okay. They're turning to starboard. And the Bremen's making all of 16.5 knots. She's such a dog. She's such a dog. This morning when I played, I had a 30-knot light cruiser with torpedoes, and she actually made a pretty good little torpedo run. But this old girl, I don't think is going to manage that. She's just too slow. All right, well, it's not like we were tearing it up here. 0.5% chance to hit. About 12.7 kilometers. Oh, look at that. Bremen's up to 17.5 knots. Make it freaking stop. It's so good. They're going to run into each other. Maybe not. Maybe not. I think it'll be okay. Well, we're still aiming. And they are raining some shells down on us. All right, pick up the speed. Pick it up, pick it up. And I think she'll cross our bow safely. Yeah, I think so. And let's just hope we start getting some licks in. Slow things down a little bit. It's not bad. Conditions are fairly good. And does the Bremen have torpedoes? If she does, where are they? Wow, broadside. Hey, we got a hit. Excellent. She's got broadside and bow and stern torpedoes. Nice. Ouch. What did just 11-inch hits? Okay, so they are a bit undergunned. I think the Indefatigable had, I think they had 12-inch guns. But hey, you know, it's luck of the draw when it comes to the opposition in the game as it stands. And I think we're talking in the comments about what would be awesome in the game, and that would be either a library of predefined ships that you could set up for sandbox battles, or at least a library that you could build with designs for sandbox battles. If I was the developer, I think I'd be serious about putting some real ships in for people to just to grab and play right off the bat. But we shall see. I haven't read their forums in a week or two. I really don't know what's going on. I need to get back in there to catch up. All right, we did get a hit. We got one penetration for 45 damage, which is rather cool. We set her on fire. She's still angry at us, and she's still shooting. All right. Oh man, it's just like steel rain. All right, she is about as steady as she can be. We haven't identified these girls yet. And the Bremen is making 19 knots. She's a dog. She's just an old dog. But we'll send her out there. And we'll start dropping smoke for her when and if. Let's take a look at something. When and if they start firing at her. Alright, we've got her selected, correct? Yep. How far out of torpedo range are we? Oh, a good long ways. Yeah, I hate that roar. When you pause the game, whatever's roaring is what sticks with you. I don't know why I can't make it stop. Here we go. Bremen's up to 19.7. She's not a fast ship. Oh God! Some of the joy of the game is watching these things falling on you. Oh God! Don't hit me! Don't hit me! Let's maneuver. That'll hurt my chance to hit a bit, but maybe we can improve our chance to get a hit. And she is still screaming in at 20 knots. Somebody's going to get angry at her shortly. There was a hit, but a bounce. Alright, she's making 20 knots. We still haven't identified these girls. Speed things up a little bit. Alright. Mid-belt partial penetration. First blood to them. What are you doing? Oh, okay. What I saw. Oh, I see. I was looking at her smoke going, hey, you're turning. Nope. Ouch. That was rugged. They are tearing us up. We haven't paid them back in the least. Oh. Well, flooding, very bad. Oh, we finally got a hit over there. All right, we are closing up with Bremen. She's trying to get in there, get involved with those torpedoes. And we have taken grim damage. This is a losing fight. Short of a very lucky hit right now, she's done. Really, she ought to be running. They got the range first and beat our brains out. Damage instability is hurting our chances to hit. How's the Bremen doing? She's trying. She's struggling. And come on, pay him back. Just no joy, no joy. Got our flooding under control. That's good. Up to a 3%. Ah, we've got information. Glorious. Oh, she's lightly armored. Oh, look at that, 5.8 inches. And the Black Prince. Okay, they're identical. They're very lightly armored. We really just need to go to HE and see what happens. She's taking fire control damage. That's disturbing considering what I want her to do, which is get the right click in here. Get up there and give a little bit of torpedo grief. Let's go. Ouch! Another big hit. She's getting pounded. 3 hits. Boom, boom, boom. Engine hits. Yeah, we're done. The Goben's doomed. She can't get away. She can't get a lick in. Or at least she hasn't gotten much. Oh. Yeah, it's very ugly. I'm really surprised that the secondaries aren't just pounding the Bremen to pieces. The Goeben is toast. I guess it's short of a really lucky hit here. I don't know what it is, why they are hitting so much, so consistently compared to us. Well, look at the chance to hit. It's just through the roof. Yeah, they got twice the chance to hit, more than twice the guns. Or twice the guns. Those numbers are just gonna do you in. All right, she needs to. She's got torpedoes on the way. Now she needs to turn. Oh, she's done some damage control. We're back with 1 engine. We're hurting her now. They're focusing on the light cruiser. Oh, yeah, she's gonna die. You have torn this. Oh, the Glorious is suffering. So is the Bremen. Looks like I probably used her smoke too soon. She needs it now. And her torpedoes are almost certainly going to miss, given that the Glorious, she's about to sink though. She's about done. Done. Alright, well, we're still in the fight. And Black Prince is not happy. Looks like she's decided to get out. She's still got a much better chance to hit than we do for reasons that I cannot be certain. We got a big problem here with our own instability. Be nice if we could see. I don't know if we can. We're not going to see from her anyway. No, it's not going to tell us. That would be a nice thing. Tell me why. Tell me why. They're hitting so much more consistently. Alright, she needs to come about. Go back in with torpedoes again. See if we can pull this disaster out, because she's still almost a significantly better chance to hit than we have. Just back to auto. Bremen just hasn't got it. She is such a dog. All right, nice hit. Let's pick things up a little bit. And yeah, everybody is just sailing broadside to broadside. Looks like we've recovered a lot of damage and managed our flooding. Oh, ammo detonation. Not a tragic one. Looks like Bremen is under fire. Ooh, somebody just took a bad hit. Let's see what happened. Did I miss something? Yeah. No. Yeah. She's taking it. She's taking it in the shorts. We might actually sink her. I call it a Pyrrhic victory at this point, given the damage that this big old girl has taken. I mean, assuming that we do win. She's got her torpedoes away. She needs to turn away. And there they go. Turn away. Get the smoke. Yeah, we won't hit her. She's thump, 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 thump. Well, Black Prince seems to have had enough. I don't know. Is she gonna continue coming to port, exposing her battery? Ouch! Bremen is not happy. She's drawing all the fire meant for the Goeben. I don't know where those torpedoes are, but she's not likely to hit since she's turned away. Oh, now she's coming back to starboard. %3 chance to hit. 1.5% chance to hit. We actually have an advantage in accuracy right now. A long-range fight. How is she doing? She's got her torpedoes back. Unlikely to be able to effectively attack again, given her limited speed. She's making 15 knots. She can open the range on us anytime. She is opening the range. We can't catch her. Well, that was interesting. I think that we can call that a tactical victory. I mean, the Black Prince is disengaging and can disengage. Goeben cannot. Oh, that's beautiful. Ricochet. 15.6 knots. We've got 14 and a half going. We cannot catch up. She's in much better shape than we are. But we hold the field for whatever that's worth. However, she is beat down, terribly damaged. And she's effectively out of the fight without serious shipyard time. All right, let's do the rebuild the ship thing, which we're not going to change anything. Launch again, and that will give us a chance to let that. I think it rebuilds the rebuilds your opponents, and we try this again. Oh, that's nice. Effectively, they're between us and where we're going, so we can pretend that we have to engage. What do we got here? Ariadne. 5-inch guns. 36 knots. But she's only got 5 torpedoes. Fore and aft. All right. I want her. If I can get her selected. Head north at full speed. Goeben to come. Step her back down to her maximum pretend speed in this particular scenario. And let's hit the time compression until we see something. Step her back so our light cruiser can get ahead. Or at least catch up. Because they putting the light cruiser on the wrong side of our battle cruiser. She's not in position to effectively scout, although this little girl is accelerating nicely. Well, I don't know. Boy, it's clear weather, calm wind, calm waves. Morning being, low light morning be the only thing that's keeping us from. Enemy smoke spotted to the north. I really should have started these guys in closer. All right, we are taking fire. And there we go. Let's see what they're doing. Right. Yep, that's a different girl. She's only got 6 guns. All right. Needs to come hard to starboard. And you need to aim for where they're going while the Goeben turns to expose her batteries, unmask all those turrets. How far away are these guys? 11 kilometers. And let's pause for a moment. Select our light cruiser and go get a feel for where her torpedo range is. Whew, 6.5 kilometers. She's got a long ways to go. Got a long ways to go. Right, let's get back in the fight. Thump thump. We're in secondaries range, at least for them. Got some big dog secondaries, don't they? Alright, settle down on a course and let's get in the fight. What the heck is she pounding us with? I bet she's got 8-inch secondaries. Our cruiser, light cruiser's making 24.5 knots, charging in. Huh, hold your breath. We're up to 2.7% chance to hit. Still looking good there. Oh, nice hit. Nice hit, fire and flooding. Oh, bad hit, bad hit. 11 inchers. And somehow or another I managed to change her course. Another hit. Yeah, looks like I had my best game with this before I started recording. On the other hand, we are pounding that girl. Speed up a little bit. She's only got bow and stern torpedo tubes. We haven't identified them yet. Every time. Our secondaries are in. Ouch! Big hit. Starting to affect this damage instability. It's starting to become a thing. How are we doing on our torpedo attack? Alright, she has turned away. Engine hits and flooding. We're still well and truly in the fight. They are raining shells down on us. Not identified. About to be identified. Okay, stop. Superb. 5.3 inch with 11 inch guns and 8 inch and 7 inch secondaries. Very strange. And we haven't identified her yet. She hasn't been hurt. 8775. Well, we're a little bit ahead of that, but she's got a 3.2, about the same chance to hit. That can't be good. We're still running in for that torpedo attack to see if we can distract them at least. Let's go. They don't seem to be firing on the light cruiser just yet. There's another hit. She's coming back around. Come on, girl. She's shooting. She's in the game. 5 inchers and 4 inchers. Pounding away. Come on now. You want those torpedoes in, don't you? Oh, boy, we're getting hurt. I can't believe they haven't decided to shoot at her. Yeah, now they have. Smoke. Oh, they put torpedoes in the water against her. Turn! Oh, nicely done. Got a couple of nice hits. Come on now. I'm paying attention to the light cruiser. She really is. Ouch. Why won't she shoot? Get that torpedo rolling. Do I have to turn this way to make it happen? I can't tempt her into shooting. I just want you to get a torpedo in the water. I guess it's asking too much. Time to turn away. Maybe she'll dump them as she goes, as she comes around. But she's raising hell. I don't know why I can't get a torpedo attack off. Maybe her bow tubes were damaged. I know one thing, she's just about done now. That was a suicide run for her. How are we doing here? There are some things I don't understand. Why won't she shoot? I've had that happen before. You set it all up, it looks good, and you can't convince her to put those weapons in the water. Well, we're going to lose her. I pressed it far too hard. On the other hand, yep, she's done. On the other hand, we seem to be doing good here. We're up to a 14% chance to hit. So are they. Boom. What we need now is one of them to explode. Switch to HE. We've lost a main gun. That's bad. You never would have figured that, would you, without me telling you? Knots, 20 knots. We still have our speed. Thump, thump, thump. Yeah, she's got problems. Perhaps the distraction of the light cruiser running in to die helped more than I thought, because I was paying a lot of attention to her, not to what was happening here. Yeah, she's in a world of hurt. And we are right on top of each other, 5 kilometers. Well, you know, it's interesting. It's very interesting. I think when I figured out that you can set the enemy at a different date and technology, we're getting better results than I was when I first started messing with this. Didn't understand that I could play that to force the opposition to be closer to what you'd expect it to be. Still not as good. Oh, they're leaving. They've had enough. Still not as good as if we could have a library of ships. But still very cool. Alright, let's maneuver. Whoa! That was rugged. Looks like the flooding's getting the best of her. Right on the edge of sinking. And she's done. Now that's going to be a different thing. Chance to hit is very much smaller. She is making 15.5 knots. We can chase her. Well, we're chasing her though. We don't have forward guns. We don't have forward guns. So we can do the best we can until she runs out of range. That's utterly fascinating. I am really tickled at these results, showing at least as best as any simulation. I use, air quotes, simulation. Why the British were upset about this old girl. She was dangerous. But she is going to escape. And really, we're in much better shape than we were at the end of the last round, except that we've lost our light cruiser. But the Goeben herself is in pretty good shape. 83-100, 86-75. The engine hits. Step it up and get it over with. Wait a minute, what is she doing? Yep, she's still fleeing. Okay. Well, I didn't handle the light cruiser well at all. I kind of got, well, I did. I got very aggressive. And then for whatever reason, again, I just don't know why I couldn't get her, coax her into putting those torpedoes in the water. But it worked. It did definitely had them shooting at the light cruiser while the battlecruiser, our battlecruiser, got on top of the situation even better. So there it is. I guess that's probably the end of what I'm going to do with the pursuit of the Goeben. I'm not sure what else. I mean, there were some fights in the Black Sea, but they're nothing that I think would be very interesting to do. I'll look at it again. And start dreaming other things. I've had some requests for the Fuso and some other ships. I got to think of scenarios to play those in. But lots of fun. I know I'm enjoying this a bunch. I hope you are. And as usual, I'll see you again real soon. Hey, thanks for watching. If you click on that picture of very young Waz, you'll be subscribed so you'll never miss another video. Then click on that bell notification button and please share and comment. See you again soon.